My son is transgender and I needed to get into the doctor's office. So I called and I asked if they could use his preferred name and preferred pronouns. And they said, well, we don't do that here. And I was like, oh, okay. So I hung up. I wasn't like brave enough to continue on or argue with the person because I was so new at finding out that my son was transgender. So I just wasn't practiced in what do you say at that point. So I Googled, I don't know, like just tried to find something that had a protocol for transgender people. And I kept coming back to Providence's promise to really help the least of these. So I was thinking out, to myself, my son is really the least of these right now. So why is this not happening? So we went to the doctor's appointment. It was awful. They called him by his old name and old pronouns the entire time. The person who checks you in, to the nurse, to the doctor, everybody had misgendered him and misnamed him. So I said, I am so sorry. I really tried to advocate for you, but Providence apparently doesn't do this. And he's like, Mom, it's fine. And you could tell it wasn't fine. It was not fine. He like put his hoodie on and he just started shrinking. And so I went home and cried and started praying, like, what do I do in a situation like this? Because I know that this is not, a godly thing to make someone feel so horrible. And I started Googling more things in Providence, and I got to the Institute for Human Caring. And it seemed like maybe a gateway into making sure that my child was represented. So I emailed to Matthew, who happens to be kind of the leader of our PFAC right now. And he got a hold of me right away and said, I am so sorry that that happened to you. And no, it's not our policy to not honor people's names and pronouns. And I will call some people in Spokane where I live. So he did. And within 3 days, I had gotten a phone call back from a local person and said that we have retrained our staff. And I really never had a problem after that. And I wasn't mean about it at all. I was just like, why do you have this policy if you're promising to take care of the people that need it the most?
The thing that you mentioned, the caregivers that were seeing your son, never wanted to make mistakes in the first place, didn't have bad intentions, maybe just didn't know exactly what to do. And I think that's been, an experience for a lot of folks who want to take this kind of education is, they are, coming with this heart and really want the tools in order to care well for our patients. And I really appreciated that our PFAC members brought that up, acknowledging that people who are providing care are also people and also need support and, understanding in order to do the best that they can for our patients. And so it was like this very compassionate experience of, we're here to serve our patients. That is like our charge and our mission. And here are our patients coming to us in this PFAC, helping serve us. I think that was very profound that you all brought your time and your skill and your expertise to the table to help us do better so that, we can do better for other patients that you've all never met.